This is Morten from Inkish. I have the pleasure to talk to Rolando from HP. Actually, one of the few machines that you don't see on the floor is the Advantage 2200, the really nice inkjet machine that was introduced a little bit more than a year ago. But that doesn't stop us from talking, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So first, tell me a little bit what you do with HP.
Well, I'm in charge of all the marketing segment development and solutions for PageWide, HP PageWide.
And it's funny because I mean we were here with on a press tour a little bit earlier today, and you had like the entire history of how things develop. You even have a super nice race car on of course we're in Indy, right? So it has to be there, right? But what is really the core of everything that HP do is in front of us, right?
That's correct. So what we have here, the core, the heart of the HP PageWide inkjet technology, which is the HP thermal inkjet that was developed by HP back in the 80s, and then 40 decades later, after several generations of technology, it has been embedded into the industrial print world, and because of its scalability, we're able to bring that same technology, scale it up to big monsters productive systems. And we have here the print bar, which is the same that is in the Advantage 2200 and the T4s and all of them. But we have it here.
Can I ask you a question? I mean, though you work with this every day, can you even comprehend how fast and how much this does? I mean, how is it done, right? I mean, because you spoke about this printhead during the presentation, right?
Yes.
And I know that we should be careful so we don't get too dirty, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. But
so,
basically you say that, I mean, here you see the printheads, right?
Correct. So, well, this is a printhead, and you see here the nozzles, so in the small group of nozzles. These are the same, very similar to the ones you see in your home inkjet printer.
So what you say, I can get that for $140?
Not quite, not quite, but not too far away either. But just to give you a perspective, those have just a fraction of what you have here. Here you have 21,000
on each of these.
On the whole printhead, you have 21,000 nozzles on all of this combined, right?
And how fast does that have to jet in order to make sure that you get something on paper? Because I mean, you have, I think with the upgrade pack to the 2200, it runs 800 feet per minute in full color, right?
Right. So it can run up to 800 feet per minute, but we also have on the larger ones, the T400s, they run at to 1,000 feet per minute, which is about 305 meters per minute. So it's incredibly fast.
I mean, we're talking billions of drops, right?
Well, millions of drops per second.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 200 billion per second on a whole machine. Per second on a whole machine. So it's very, very, very fast. And the nice thing also is that it's scalable. So you have on this print bar, for example, you have 10 of them. And then we put more, and then you get to 40.
Is there like, I mean, of course there's limits to it, but I mean, could you essentially build any width of a press? Because you also have in your industrial segment, you have the 11 series, right?
Right. So
which is even wider, right?
That's the beauty of this. Yeah, it's scalable. So we have one with 11 inches and for packaging.
Yeah. And another thing you also told me during the press tour was also that it's essentially the same kind of technology you use on almost all HP technology,
correct.
Right? Yeah.
So this same architecture is used in the white format, so latex. It's also the same one that's used on 3D printing.
Which is simply amazing, right? So basically with the power of HP as a global player in consumer prints and things like that, I take that it must be a lot of spin-offs in producing, because if you have like the desk printers, it's in millions of copies, right? If it's in the T11s, it's probably in the 10s or 15s. I don't know how many you sell, but I mean, so basically you have that ability to scale technology to.
That's the beauty of it. You're absolutely right, because we in HP, we're vertically integrated. So all the technology comes from HP, and the industrial printing group also leverages the technology from the consumer. So all the advances in microfluids and inks that you see on the consumer side, we leverage that and take advantage and use innovations also on the industrial side.
When you use the thermo inks and the thermal print heads here, as you spoke about, I mean, it gave examples. You had like 8 KPIs that were like quite essential. For example, that it was you don't have any spills, you don't have any. I mean, there's a lot of advantages for you in this. And that is, I guess, that every time you go to print show and you see inkjet printers, you always see the cleaning stations of where the heads are being taken aside, being cleaned. That you don't need that, right?
Correct. That's one of the advantages. Remember that HP has almost all the inkjet technologies under one roof. So we know about.
I guess you have almost all the technologies, not just in inkjet, right?
Under one roof. So we select the right ones for each applications, and for the high volume applications, we selected thermal inkjet, and that's one of the benefits, that we don't need to have purging and wasting ink to clean up. That's not needed. That's one of the advantages. Another advantage is that these print heads, you replace them just like your.
Can I do it again?
Phone.
Because basically
Absolutely.
just to show it was so simple to do that, because you have this lever here,
You pull
and you
it
take
up.
it down and up, and then you have this lever here,
Yes, you pull it up.
put it up,
Yeah.
and then it goes red, so the operator will immediately know that it is not functioning. And then when you put it in again, basically you close this,
Put it back
put
in.
it back in, and
Seat it in.
that's where you have to use your strength. Yeah.
Push it down.
It is.
Wait until it gets green.
Okay, gets green. Now it's
You're
okay,
good
it's
to
blinking.
go.
So why is it? Okay, it's because it's not okay.
No,
yeah.
it's just reading it.
And
now,
that basically means in less maybe than a minute.
Now-
Change the print.
Now you just install a completely new print system. You have a completely new print system. Top quality, now back again, 100%.
And is it really like this on all your big presses? As easy as this?
Any press, just very simple, very quick.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for the tour.
Thank you, Morten.
It was fun. Great.
My pleasure.